we thank you for the guys who actually dedicated their time to watch this. Now, I'm here to explain about the paper planes that me and Jason made.
Yes.
So, this is a plane. We call it the Power of Friendship plane prototype 1.
Because
this one is thinner, has some strips at the back, and glides very well. We tested it out.
You can see here.
Yeah, glides properly. Then we have the Power of Friendship prototype 2. Now this one is thicker, has like around 4 layers, has the same strips, and also glides but better, in a better way.
Yes.
Now this one is the mini plane that I made. This one is prototype 1. The one that I made after I had lost the other one on a satellite dish when I was testing. And this is practically the same as this one over here. Both of them are identical, they're the same, but they are different. One can glide like that, and then another one can just glide like that. So that's practically all of our planes that we made so far.
This is better than this one.
Yeah, it's better. So those are the 4 planes that we made. So thank you for watching.
Hope you enjoyed this short.
Welcome to the Okiros. My name is Imara Francisco Nyeko with my partner over here,
Jason James Knight.
We are here to talk about the tutorial on how to make this paper aeroplane.
It doesn't look that good, but the qualities of it is very nice.
It can glide very well if you to test it. It depends on how you make it. It's a very nice plane in general.
Yes. All we are going to use is this paper, 5 papers with just saw tape or tape. Yes. Anything you can use.
So we're gonna take you on how to make this. Now it depends on how many layers you want, because the plane that's here in my hands is made of around 4 layers in total. So first we're gonna have to take 1 paper in order to make these strips that you can see over there. So we're just gonna split it in half. Sadly I don't have scissors, but I can tear it. Yeah.
We're going to actually split it in half.
Yeah, we're going to split that one in half, and then you use the remaining 4 layers to make that plane over there.
So let's start the tutorial.
Okay, now the first thing you are gonna do is that we are gonna get this paper over here. That's from a Pick Fair book of 96 pages. So first we are gonna fold 1 half like this. Then we fold the other half like this, and then we try to make like a triangular shape that's pointy in this sort of way. So yeah, like this practically. So this is the beginning step as we move on with as we make. So it should look like this when you're done folding the 2 sides.
And as Imara is making the outer body, I'm going to make these strips.
Yes. So next what we need to do is that we are going to fold the dot part, the triangular part, like this. So we're going to grab this part, and from where this line here, the bottom line ends, we're going to fold it to form something like this. Now we're going to repeat the first process, and then we do this again, this part again. Then we're going to do this part again. So in total, you should be having 2 triangles, but 1 inside and then 1 outside, like this. So in general, we start with making a triangle like this. We fold it like this, and then we make another triangle. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to use this part and then practically act like we are folding it in half. We fold this part in half. And then after folding this part in half, you will remain with something that looks like this. You remain with something that looks like this. Then we're going to designate the amount of space that we're going to use for the pointy parts, and then we make the wings. Don't make the pointy part too long, because it will just disorganize everything. So after this, we end up with something like this in terms of our plane. Now it looks to be streamlined, that's why it's going to be able to fly as properly as we do. Now we're going to repeat this process 4 times, so maybe this can be a chance to see whether you understood this part of making. So we're going to repeat the process 4 times, as you can see.
And me, I'm going to make this. First, you have to fold this only once, and then you tear it. It won't be that perfect, but it's just some strips. You need only 3. Just make sure you need 3, but it depends on the size of your plane. If it's this size, you need 3. If it's much more bigger, like this size, you might even need 10. And for us, we are just making a small size. So, Imara, continue.
Another thing, it depends on how many strips you want. It's not that it's a must to be 3, but us, we prefer to use 3. So as I repeat this process 4 times, you can, be making the other parts with me as we continue. Please don't blame me if I go very faster than you, because I've done this a lot.
Feel free to pause the video if you think Imara is going too fast.
Okay, I'm on the last one. Now, once we are done making all the 4, now here is where the tape is going to be useful. Okay. Now, on the layers that I showed in this one, it has 4 layers, as you can see. Now here is where the tape is going to come in handy. Now what we are going to do, we are going to get all the 4 planes, make sure that they are all working, and then we're going to insert each plane at a time into one. Like for now, this is going to be one of 2 layers. This will be the one of 2 layers. Then you add another plane, this will be the one of 3 layers. But the one that I'm teaching is, the one that I'm giving a tutorial on is the one for 4 layers. But you can still use when making 2, 3, or any of the above. Now, here you're going to end up with something very, very, very thick. So, what you're going to do is that you're going to get some tape. Get some tape.
Sadly, we don't have scissors.
Yeah, we don't have scissors, so but you can use scissors even to make the strips. Now, what we are going to do on each wing, we are going to be putting some tape to combine all the 4 planes at once.
Just like this
like
one.
This. Yeah, like that. We do this twice so that you can get maximum, being stuck. So we come and then we do this on the 2 wings so that they can act combined in a way. So we're going to do this with also this wing over here. And we we come here and we do the same process. As we come and then we add tape here, then we come back and are going to add tape. Then we are going to add tape around here. Just to note, it can also work with other ways of making planes. It depends on which type that you want to make. So what we are going to do next is that we are going to combine this middle part so that we can, so we are going to try to make sure that it ends up like this, but it doesn't end up like this, because when you're flying it's going to be a problem. So what we are going to do is that we are going to get more tape. And now, just to be easier, just to make your life easier, what you're going to do, you're going to hold this part with your left, you're going to hold the tape with your left hand, with your right hand. You hold the plane like this, and then you start combining slowly. Even if sometimes it's hard, like you can see, it gets easier after some time. So you're going to do it like this, and then you combine like this. Then you get more tape. Then you get more tape like this. Break it, and then you're going to do the same. And then we use the trick that I told you earlier, where you hold the part down here, and then you join them. Then you bring tape like this to hold it in place. It doesn't require a lot of tape, like just like 3 pieces of tape, or even 2. And then you go on like that, until you end up with something that somehow ends up like this. Now, the next part that we are going to do is to work on down here. Now, we are going to tape these parts together using that tape. So this one doesn't require a lot of tape. It's just like 2 pieces of tape. As we come here, and then we just get some 2 pieces of tape, and then we join them like this. We join it like this. Then we get another piece of tape. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to use, there's this part over here in the middle, and then there's this other part. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it in the middle of those 2 parts over there. Then we end up with something like this. You see, it's coming out slowly. And if you want, you can also decide to put some tape over here, for there. Now what we are left with is to put the strips. Now, as I said, it depends on. Now let my partner Jason over here show you how to put the strips on the plane.
Okay, first you'll need some more tape, because you're going to add this something like this. Some more tape.
Yeah.
Just get it off. And you add it, but this is a little small. Excuse me. You add some more tape.
Yeah, and then it should appear somehow like this. Somehow like that.
You just add 2 more.
then you end up with the second thing like this. And that, everyone, is how to make a plane like this. You can see how similar it is.
Not the best because of
Not
this
the
last
best
one.
because of the last one, but you can see how similar they are. Now, we forgot one small factor, and this one is optional. It's not a must for the plane to have worked. What me and Jason came up with is to make a waterproof tip. Like, this step acts like waterproof, but you are just going to surround it around this place. Also, it preserves when you fly, and then it comes off. So I'm just going to add some little tape over here, and it acts as waterproof. Even as you throw, it doesn't damage the aerodynamic feel. So that is how we made this beautiful thing that we call. So this, everyone, is how to make a plane that looks like this. Now, the reason why we added these 4 extra layers is to make it better at flying, because we tried this with smaller layers and it just kept on gliding instead of flying properly. So we thank you very much for watching the tutorial. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and please share this to a friend in case you want to, for them, so that they can also learn how to make this plane too. And please make sure to send this to people who want to make DIY planes.
And this was from Oki Rose, voices from our living room. Catch you on the next. Viewers, welcome back to our channel. I hope you watched the tutorial. Let my friend introduce you.
So, hey viewers, this is the plane that we made during the tutorial, in case you watched it. And now we're going to show you how good the planes are. So we're going to take you through how they work. So we're going to grab it like this. We're going to grab them like this.
Hold it like any other ordinary
like
plane.
any other ordinary plane, and then so the reason we put the tips, the waterproof thing, is to also prevent the tips from deforming. So thank you for watching.
And but if you are actually trying to do that, alright.